Hi, welcome to the New Rich, where you live big with less. My name is Grace Brooke, and I have been a professional organizer for 20 plus years now. And I want to share with you my journey, my own personal journey with stuff, and how I went about living a life that is big with less stuff. I have gotten rid of any financial stress. I travel on a regular basis. I'm investing my money. I'm debt free. And I want you to enjoy the same freedom, the same joys. I have seen it all, but people suffer when their possessions own them as opposed to them owning their possessions. So my story began back in the 80s when I was growing up in a house full of stuff. So much stuff that when I would walk through the threshold after high school, the energy would just smack me in the face, and I would instantly shift my mood to something bitchy, pissy, grumpy, you name it. I was so frustrated because there was so much stuff that I was too embarrassed to have friends come over. I was frustrated because if I wanted to go make a meal and I'd open the refrigerator door, stuff would fall out. There wasn't a counter clear to make a sandwich on. There wasn't a sofa that didn't have stuff on it, and there wasn't a stair to step on that you didn't trip over something. So I made sure to spend most of my time in my bedroom, because that's where I got to keep things neat and organized, and it was my safe haven. And I discovered over the years that I had this knack for space planning and organizing and decorating, and I loved it. So in my mid-20s, I became an entrepreneur and I started my organizing business. And now I have taken my career, or my personal journey, let's say, to a new level. And 4 years ago, I started simplifying my own possessions even more. So much more that I live tiny. I actually live in a fifth wheel. And it all started 4 years ago. If you recall, back in 2017, Sonoma County, the area north of San Francisco in California, burned in the town of Santa Rosa. We had devastating fires that thousands upon thousands of people lost their homes, all of their possessions. And it was at that time, housing was in a shortage. Rents were crazy high. You weren't gonna purchase a home because many of them burned, and otherwise prices were so high. And I was living in a home, a beautiful 4-bedroom, actually no, it was a 3-bedroom home in a beautiful neighborhood with my children and my boyfriend at the time, and we were renting. And our lease had just ended in September. And I decided I didn't want to renew the lease and that we would go month to month. Well, fires hit on October 8th in the evening, and life changed after that. And I got a call and a letter from my landlord stating that his daughter had lost her home and that she needed to move in to our home, which would kick us out in a time that the whole county was grieving. Talk about stress. I wasn't sure what we were going to do. And we also had our furry friend, love bug family member, Jax, and a lot of places weren't accepting pets. So racking our brains, trying to find a place, we didn't have success. And I had been watching shows on HGTV about tiny living, and I was always fascinated by that. And I thought, could I ever live in a tiny home? And I'm somebody who loves her space. I need space to sprawl out, feel good. Otherwise, I get a little claustrophobic. So I never thought I could do it. And with kids too. Whew, guess what? It happened. I live in a fifth wheel. We bought a fifth wheel, and I remember the first day moving in, I cried. It was depressing to me. It was like a whole new way of living, and I didn't know how to do it. Day after day got a little bit easier. We made adjustments and got used to all the changes. And then opportunities came about for us to move into a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath home, 2,200 square feet. Would have all the space we needed. And I realized that's not what I wanted. That wasn't gonna make me happy. I was enjoying the simple living, because by living with less, I got to live bigger. I was traveling more. I had more time to enjoy the outdoors, go on new adventures with my children. I got more time with my children. They weren't in their rooms with the door closed. We got a lot of family time. It helped me to stay out of debt. It helped me to alleviate stressful financial pains. It helped me to see my relationship with Steph differently. And one of the biggest blessings is it gave me more time for myself. I've worked heavily on my spirituality, enjoying my own time, enjoying learning and discovering more about who I am as a person. And I've gotten to focus on being as opposed to doing and having. So there are so many perks and benefits to living a tinier life so that you can enjoy bigger rewards. And I encourage you to stick around, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and I look forward to sharing more of these adventures of living big with less